I'm Brooke Thomas, and on today's Lincoln Now, something fun to do this weekend, a teacher with a near-death experience, and P. Diddy? Find us on Instagram.
Live from Gahanna, WGLH-TV presents Lincoln Live with William Wida and Taylor Neer.
Today, meet our new assistant principal, Mr. Wired, who has a message for all of you.
An inside look. We'll take you into some classrooms where students are actively learning.
And positive behavior intervention. Just one example of students pitching in.
Lincoln Live starts now.
Good morning, Lincoln. I'm Taylor Neer.
And I'm William Wida. Hey Taylor, are you excited for the Buckeyes to play this Saturday?
Absolutely. We're going to smoke Marshall.
Absolutely. But for now, let's get into the news.
The theater program is working on building their new set for the upcoming play, Radium Girls.
Students met after school and worked together to assemble the set, putting up wood planks to build the exterior, as well as gluing and drilling pieces together.
We talked to theater member Audrey Gillette to get her thoughts and opinions on build. Here she is.
Build is when we build all of the sets for the plays and the musical and all other theater productions, and we get to work backstage, do all the lights, sound, anything that actors need help with, and I really enjoy it because I get to work with my friends and we get to make really cool stuff. Yeah.
Hey Will, I think we're our very own non-ginger ginger.
Yes, it's the one and only Evelyn Cahill. How are you doing today?
I'm good and excited for the Buckeyes game.
Good to hear. Take it away.
Well, Mr. Wired is just one of the many new additions here at the high school this year and is a new presence in the attendance office. He is now currently one of 6 administrators and is excited to be here at Lincoln. I have the story on who Mr. Wired is, his importance to GLHS, and what he loves about being a part of the Gahanna community. Here it is.
At the beginning of every school year, there's always a plethora of new faces among the staff, and this year is no exception. Mr. Wired is a new presence in the attendance office, being the latest addition to the administrative team.
Mr. Wired is great. He is the new assistant principal for students with last names starting with FP through KE.
While Mr. Wired may be new to the high school, he has no shortage of experience with both the Gahanna community and administration.
My family and I actually live over in the Gahanna area. I worked in Grove City as an assistant principal for the last 5 years. Before that, I taught in Southwest Licking at Watkins Memorial High School.
Mr. Wired is a great addition to our team. He's our newest assistant principal. He comes to us from Grove City High School. He comes to us with a wealth of knowledge and experience.
Mr. Wired has the best of both worlds, having been a teacher and now an administrator, and he brings a new presence to Gahanna.
He has worked hard to build relationships with students and staff, and he also has shared great ideas to help us be better here at Lincoln High School.
So far, he has been great to work with. He's very passionate about helping students. He communicates quickly, and he's just been a great addition to, I think, the assistant principal team and to our building.
Mr. Wired has done so much for students, staff, and parents in the short time that he's been here, and is excited to keep learning more about all that GLHS has to offer.
I think one of the great things about Gahanna is just the vast opportunities that are available to students, community members, staff. It's such a large student body, but also at the same time it gives you so many experiences and opportunities to learn and grow and get involved and try new things to find what are you passionate about. You know, I coached in the past. I grew up playing sports and being involved in extracurriculars, so going and supporting students in those things and their passions is just one of the things I'm really looking forward to. I'm just excited to get to know people. Obviously it's a big school, so a lot of staff, a lot of students, so I'm sorry if I ask you your name a bunch of times, but I'm really excited to get to see all the great things that our students and staff are doing each day and connect and create those ties.
You could say that Mr. Wired is pretty wired to be here. So, if you have a minute, be sure to stop by his office, say hello, and give him a warm welcome to the high school. This is Evelyn Cahill for Lincoln Live.
Students were busy in Mr. Varshani's class. They did an experiment based on Neil Bohr's discovery that electrons jump energy levels. They heated up elements to see that as electrons jump, they absorb and emit energy. When they do, the electrons give off a spectra of light. They used spectroscopes to see this light. The lab showed how each element on the periodic table has its own signature light. Here's Clayton Harris and Emma Abrams with their thoughts on the experiment.
Kind of a really cool experiment to just be able to see how each element is different in its own way. We learned about spectroscopes and how different elements on the periodic table emit different lights on those scopes.
That's all the news I have for you today, Lincoln. Sending it back to my favorite anchor duo at the news desk.
Thanks, Evelyn. Mr. Lawson's computer art classes have been learning how to use Adobe Photoshop and are making self-portraits. Yesterday, classes learned how to add shadows and highlights, as well as using the photo of themselves as a reference for color and shading. Students have used this project to become more familiar with the brush tool, using clipping masks and making layers, and importance of depth. We spoke with Computer Art 1 student Amaya Davis to hear her thoughts on the project.
I really like it because it's interesting to learn about like how to use Photoshop, and also because the way she teaches, it's like interesting how it's so easy to do it when you think it looks so hard. But it's also just like another way to express yourself and like be creative. It's just really cool.
Thanks. The Marines were here yesterday to talk with students. They had a pull-up competition and had a lot of free stuff for students to choose from. This was a great opportunity for students to hear about what it is like to be in the Marines and to learn more about the recruiting process. We talked to Marine and GLHS graduate Ryan Purdy about the opportunity.
Right now, we have a school bar set up. It's just kind of like a friendly competition, have people like to see how many points they can do, and even if they want to compete with their friends. But I think the goal is just just trying to get people show how active they are, just talk to them about like how what they want to do in the future, and just open explore their options.
Environmental Club is starting off with great things this year. They kicked off their first meeting by inviting the Ohio Wildlife Center to come and show all the different critters.
They have similar coloration.
The Ohio Wildlife Center
And so we're going to think
flying
that you're a milk
squirrels,
snake,
possums,
where it's a nice
snakes,
dark
and more.
hole.
We talked to some students about what they learned and why it's important to learn about these animals.
My favorite animal specifically was the opossum because I learned that it one kind of get rabies, and I thought it was really cute. And I liked how he was blind, but he also was very resourceful. So
the people taught us more about what we can do as citizens, like picking up which animals to pick up off the road and where to bring them, and how they help in not having companies come and take animals off of your property because then they have to put them down.
Thanks. A club here at GLHS is new, and today is their first meeting. Ping Pong Club is for those who want to have fun and a relaxing time. We talked to club leader Sogat Bastola for more information.
Ping Pong Club starts today after school from 3:30 to 4:30 in the auditorium lobby. We're just going to get together, we're going to get the ping pong tables out, we're going to play ping pong, we're going to have like different matches running at the same time. Anyone's welcome. You don't have to be really good at the game, you don't have to be super bad at the game. Anyone can come. And every other Thursday from today, we're just going to meet up and do this.
The boys wrestling program is hosting fun lifting sessions after school. They are open to anyone and is a great way to get in some physical activity with other students here at Lincoln. Here's senior wrestler Musa Jalla with more information on these lifting sessions.
The wrestling team is hosting lifting and games after school in the wrestling room. And if you're interested and you want to come down, you don't need to have any commitments. You just got to come in, bring some running shoes, and we do some lifting, we play games. It's like a club thing after school. We do it Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. But we're honestly in here every day after school, so if you want to get some work in, just come in any day.
The A-Lunch enjoyed a nice reward yesterday in the cafeteria. The cafeteria staff had reported an increase in lunch trays not being put away correctly, and the GLHS administration decided to address the problem in a fun and creative way. We spoke to Mrs. Whitfield about the solution.
What we decided to do is to have a competition between the A lunch, B lunch, and the C lunch to see who can get the most trays into the tray bin to help us keep our cafeteria clean. And A lunch won, and so they now were able to choose whether they want Lay's or Lay's potato chips. So Lay's or Lay's for trays.
Thanks. This year, our news program debuted our very own website called Lincoln Online.
Yes, it is our one-stop shop for everything about our program produces.
You can check it out at lincolnonline.org.
Here's one of Lincoln Live's executive producers and the Lincoln Live class advisor, Mr. Lowry, for more.
The concept of a website is something that we've kind of been working on the idea of for a couple years, and this summer we just really decided to work on it and make it happen. So we finally did that, and it has a lot of different features that we're really excited about, and we think it's one place that we can have all of our news in the same location. So everything's on there from Sports Zone to our film classes to our other productions.
One of the things we've really emphasized in the TV program this year is trying to meet our audience where they are. So of course we're going to do 44 minutes of news every week, but parents, students, teachers might want information that maybe they didn't hear in the news, or they didn't have the news because they had a sub, or maybe they were in the annex or the cafeteria where they can't see the news. And so we wanted to have different avenues for people to be able to get the information that we think is important. So Lincoln Online allows anybody in the community or here at the school to click on the latest episode, to go and have like an a la carte menu choice with things that we think are important that they need to know. They can find them right on the right side of the web page, the latest information. We've made a commitment to updating it every single day. Now people have 3 options to get their news. Hopefully we're all watching Lincoln Live, but then later in the day there are other options. Again, trying to just get information out to students.
Thanks. Make sure to check out our website.
That's all we have for you today, Lincoln.
Have a great Thursday.
Bye.
Bye.